We have some big news right now.
27 Disney Cruise Line members.
I thought I was going to wake up this morning and give you guys another Hantavirus update.
If you thought a cruise ship infested with Hantavirus was crazy, then you're going to want to listen to this.
Alright, so I come across this account on X, Dimitri Revolt, unveiling shadows, exposing mind control. He posted this video, learn to read the signs of scripted events and pre-planned narratives. Everything is coded long before it happens.
Look, that's our ship!
Purple!
An emergency message. Outbreak of the deadly virus is spreading rapidly.
A virus?
A worrying new challenge in efforts to contain the Hantavirus.
All we want right now is to feel safe.
For now, nobody is being allowed off the boat.
All ships must remain at sea.
Have fun! My booze!
It's the same disease that killed Betsy Arakawa, the wife of late actor Gene Hackman.
According to the newspaper, FEMA was called out to manage an outbreak of the Hantavirus. I'm saying it wasn't the Hantavirus.
They're buying it. They're buying it.
Your father and I were recruited for a project. They told us it was biological warfare, a virus. What killed those men? A silent weapon for a quiet war.
Something weird and mysterious is taking place as we speak, and I'm not too sure I totally believe in this Hantavirus. Saying that, we've got another video that we're about to dive into. This guy claims there's another virus that's just broke out on another ship. What are we talking about?
Well, apparently, outbreaks on ships are the new thing. First, you have the Hantavirus outbreak on the ship. 149 people, 3 people died, and everybody is panicking. And now the CDC just announced that we have a norovirus outbreak on another ship. You heard what I just said? The Caribbean Princess Cruise has a norovirus outbreak with over 100 people sick. They're saying that 102 passengers and 13 crew members are sick. Let's keep in mind that this ship is way bigger than the ship that these people had the Hantavirus outbreak on. You have 3,000 passengers, and on top of 3,000 passengers, you have over 1,000 crew members. So if all of those people catch that norovirus, what's supposed to happen? They're saying that these people on that ship with diarrhea, they're vomiting. Now, I'm gonna say something without saying it because you know how these people get. I need you to pay attention. You have Moderna saying that they're researching so they can make a Hantavirus vaccine. They just randomly want to make a Hantavirus vaccine. Hantavirus has been there for ages. Why haven't they been made a vaccine? Okay, now back to business. Now, mind you, the norovirus isn't that serious. And they're also saying that it's common for people to catch that norovirus on cruises. But at a time like this, that random outbreak doesn't seem so random at all, right? But again, they're saying that there's no threat to the general public. So I'm guessing we shouldn't be worried, right? Pay attention.
So you're telling me off the back of this Hantavirus outbreak, there's another one called the neurovirus. So the neurovirus is an infection sometimes referred to as a winter vomiting disease. It's characterized by non-bloody diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach pain. Fever or headaches may also occur. Symptoms usually develop 24 hours after being exposed, and recovery typically occurs within 1 to 3 days. So the Hantavirus and the neurovirus, I mean, the breaking news within 24 to 48 hours. The Hantavirus initially broke out on that ship a month ago. We're only being made aware of it only a few days ago. Now all of a sudden, we have another virus, the neurovirus. What are we talking about? Over 100 people sick, and the symptoms are gross, as we just heard.
We have some big news right now. The CDC has announced a norovirus outbreak impacting more than 100 people on a cruise ship in the Caribbean.
And then what makes matters worse, there's a third cruise. Yeah, but they're not infected with a virus. These guys are infected with PDFs. Let's check this.
If you thought a cruise ship infested with hantavirus was crazy, then you're gonna wanna listen to this, because law enforcement just arrested 28 crew members, including from a Disney cruise ship, after uncovering a massive child pornography ring. So they went on 8 cruise ships off the coast of San Diego in late April, part of a child exploitation material operation. They interviewed 26 crew members from the Philippines, 1 from Indonesia, 1 from Portugal, and 27 of them were involved in either the receipt, possession, transportation, or distribution of this material. The arrests were made over 5 different cruise ships, so it wasn't just Disney, but Disney did release a statement. You can pause and read it here. It's just your typical PR stuff. They ended up revoking all of their visas, and they sent them all back to their own country. But the fact that this is over 5 different cruises makes it a lot worse in my opinion, because it makes me want to believe that this is something that's large scale. Like, what else is out there? It's just a bunch of families on cruises. If you've ever been on one, they're just trying to have a good time with their family, and there's a lot of kids roaming around on cruise ships. And if people are taking advantage of that in the worst way possible, I can't think of anything worse than that.
Can't make this stuff up at this point, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell is going on? Well, back to the hantavirus. What's actually taking place? Well, according to Donald Trump, those guys over there have got everything under control. I'm pretty sure back in 2020 they said the same thing. However, the cases on this side of the water in Europe, they're not looking good. I'm pretty sure at least 3 people so far have been diagnosed in the UK alone.
Health officials in the UK have revealed that another Brit has been diagnosed with suspected hantavirus linked to the cruise ship outbreak. We'll go straight over to our correspondent Nick Dixon, who's in Tenerife, where the MV Hondius is due to dock this weekend. I mean, Nick, what more can you tell us about this?
And we didn't take any cautions. We were misinformed.
People have questioned why it's only 2 people that have come out to tell us, you know, their experiences on the ship. Like, where's everyone else? There was over 100 people on that ship.
What the fuck? Did he edit this tweet? How do you predict something like this? And look, that was his last tweet.
You're telling me this account made a prediction and the tweet was made in 2022? I'm not surprised. We just saw an episode of The Simpsons telling us about the same situation. A virus breaking out on a ship. What the hell is this guy doing?
Hantavirus, I don't care what you call this virus. It's still a virus.
It better stay the hell away from all of us.
Everybody keeps saying, sink the boat, sink the boat, sink the boat. The boat's not the problem anymore. The problem is the 23 people that got off that boat 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 23 people who live across the globe, mind you, got off that boat and went on about their business. Traveling, continuing trips, going to work possibly, who knows? Those 23 people carried on with their lives for the last 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, and did not know that they had came in contact with this virus. Those 23 people, including the one man who's from Switzerland, who is now currently hospitalized because he has the virus and took it home to his wife. Those 23 people live in Switzerland, France, the UK, the United States of America, Canada, Australia, Taiwan. The boat is no longer the problem. The spread has begun. Now we pray. I
mean, it kind of reminds us of 2019/2020, because remember, that actually started to take place in 2019. And everyone was like, oh, it's only a little flu, it's a joke. By March, we were going into lockdown. That was a whole 3 months later. Now, off the back of all of this happening, as you can imagine, there are a number of conspiracies, and we are going to be back with another video. I want to dive into a few of these conspiracies. There are a few things that I want to bring to your attention, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're newly watching, turn your notification bells on, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.